Today, I'll be showing you how to get out of bounds of the location Four-horn Gulch on the Tangled shore in Destiny 2. Most of the Tangled shore has holes underneath it, so all you need to do is jump down and land on the side. There is a death barrier right under where you land, so be careful. Once landing, you can jump into this rock to line yourself up, and then all you need to do is jump straight up. I use a sword to pull myself up, but it's not required. There's plenty of other ways, including being better at jumping than me. Once up, there's only one real path, and it's through this tiny little hole that Bungie left for us. Congratulations, you're now under Four-horn Gulch, and there's a couple different paths. We're going to head towards Thieves Landing, and I'm going to show you how you can trigger the loading zone as well as some other interesting things over here. The ultimate goal is going to be to get as close to the loading zone as possible. I found out that you can trip it from below or on the side. Doing it from below always resulted in instant death, and I've had more success over here. If you line yourself up near where I am and you use the thing above you to slowly inch yourself over, you should be able to hit the loading zone and successfully load in without it killing you. Once you've successfully loaded in, you should be able to explore the top of Thieves Landing and the top of the elevator. We already have a video covering this, so make sure to check out the card if you're interested in what's down there. Taking a step back before we hit the loading zone to Thieves Landing, we're able to turn around and get on top of the entire elevator. You may notice that it seems like you're trapped in a cave. However, heading towards the entrance to Four-horn Gulch, you're able to jump on top of the thin layer of mountain. There's also quite a bit of invisible walls up here. However, if you hug the right hand side, you should be able to skirt right around them. This is probably my favorite view on the Tangled shore that I've found out of bounds thus far. There's just a nice atmosphere to it, and I say it all the time, but Bungie can make a skybox. Heading back to when we first got under Four-horn Gulch, we can turn around and jump towards the center of the zone. You'll notice that there's a bunch of little geometry that you can jump on along the way, so if you can't sword fly far distances, take that route. However, I'm a Titan with eager edge, so I'm flying. Once you get over here, you may notice that this is Trapper's Cave, and yes, if you walk on top of it, you will hit the loading zone. However, we have a video for that coming out, so make sure to check the card once it's released. Coming over here, I'm getting a little bit of height, so I can sword fly to Sjursrest. By landing over here, you're able to navigate the cave and come into the loading zone. You'll want to be a little careful, as sometimes you can be too close to this wall, and it will insta-kill you. That being said, this is one of the coolest zones in the game, and I do suggest you explore it for yourself before the Tangled shore leaves when the Witch Queen drops. The next out of bounds is pretty straightforward. You're going to want to head towards the cave that leads to the Sjursrest. If you jump on top of these rocks, you'll be able to jump into a gap that leads on top of the mountain. In our previous video, when we got out of the high plains, we saw there's just an arbitrary height barrier around this entire mountain, so you can technically get up from anywhere as long as you have enough height. Heading back this way, we can drop down on top of the box that covers the cave leading to Sjursrest. You can also trigger the loading zone from up here and explore a bit more. If you head down the mountain towards high plains, you'll notice that you're able to jump on top of the cave system and the tunnel that leads in to the high plains itself. Following this will allow you to trigger the loading zone and load into that area. If you learned something new and enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. If you didn't, then leave a dislike and let us know why in the comments. And as always, stay curious, Guardians.